we want to highlight the story of this man, 62-year-old Jose Luis Garcia. His family says he moved from Mexico to the U.S. nearly 50 years ago when he was a child and is a legal resident. But now Garcia sits in a detention center. He was arrested outside his California home last week by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents and is being held for possible deportation because nearly 18 years ago he was convicted of a misdemeanor for a domestic violence incident. Jose Luis Garcia's daughter, Natalie Garcia, joins us now from our Los Angeles bureau. Thank you very much for coming in to speak with me, Natalie. I think you were there on the day that your father was detained. Can you briefly describe what happened that day?
It was just a typical Sunday morning and drinking his coffee, watering the lawn, and he started screaming out my name, and I ran out, and there was 8 officers or agents arresting him. And I asked for a warrant, and they didn't show me a warrant. They said that they were going to take him, and it was due to a domestic dispute that he had in 2001, and we had a misdemeanor, and they didn't tell me where he was being taken or anything. They just took him.
Have you been able to see your father since then?
I just saw him today.
How is he doing?
He's distraught. He's broken. My father's sick. My father has high blood pressure and diabetes, and he needs constant health care and right foods and everything, and I just want to make sure he's okay. And
this must be just terribly traumatizing for your family right now. Can you help fill in, what do you think your father's legal status was at the time when he was detained?
He's a green card holder. He's a legal resident, permanent resident. He's been here for 50 years. He's paid his taxes. He's a homeowner. He's been here. He has 9 grandchildren, 2 great-grandfathers. He takes care of my daughter. And he works 3 jobs,
And he's been in the U.S. for half a century.
His grandchild is in the active military right now. He's deployed in Germany. He's distraught as well.
All right, Natalie, Immigration and Customs Enforcement has put out a statement about your father's case saying, quote, databases reveal that Mr. Garcia has past criminal convictions that make him amenable to removal from the United States. Mr. Garcia is currently in ICE custody pending removal proceedings. Can you tell me what you know about these past criminal convictions?
What I can tell you is they only specified this one conviction to me. They only specified this one conviction, this misdemeanor, to the Congressman, Tony Cardenas, to Senator Camilla Harris. They only specified this one misdemeanor. And it doesn't matter because they're trying to portray something else to the media. And what they're releasing is false. And they should not even be separating families. They should not be dragging people from their homes and kidnapping them.
If your father's deported, presumably he would go to Mexico. Has he lived there? Does he know anything about living in Mexico today?
This is his country. This is my father's country. He's been here almost his whole life. We're all born here. We all live here. He's been a model citizen. He has 3 jobs. He's paid his taxes to home. He came here for the American dream, and now it's a nightmare.
Natalie, this is a terribly difficult time for you and your family. What does what you have experienced in the last week, what does it tell you about immigration policy in the U.S. today?
There has to be some change. There has to be laws. There has to be reform. You cannot separate people. You cannot just come to people's homes with no warrant, with no identification. My father carried his green card in his wallet, his driver's license. They took that from him. They took it. They said it was government property. They didn't even ask him for his identification. They just took him into a car and didn't even tell us where he was going.
from this
Father's
distance.
Day tomorrow. It's Father's Day tomorrow, and I'm not even going to have my father. This is the first time that I'm not going to be with my father. And my daughter, that's her father. But I don't even know what to tell her.
Natalie Garcia, thank you for speaking with CNN.